wish you a wonderful day, everyone. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professionals International webinar. All right, so this is another brand new episode for tonight. Dear participants, dear learners, thank you for joining with us right now in this live program. And please stay with us till the end of our program. So, dear participants, my dear lovely audience, once again, I'm your host, Nasreen Michelle from Bangladesh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. And I feel honored and privileged to host this webinar. And it's my delight to welcome you all to our Institute of Global Professionals International Fair webinar. So thank you for joining with us in this marvelous moment. And it's my humble request and pleasure to all of you, stay with us till the end of our program. So dear participants, each time you can give a react and comment in our webinar. You can also tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. Yes. And I believe that you all will have many takeaways and payoffs from this live webinar. So, dear participants, dear learners, dear teachers from all over the world, let's learn and grow together. Because we believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge, not holding it. So, once again, I'm Nasreen, member IGP. Welcome you all. Yes, so right now, I'll read some comment from our comment box. Let's see who joined. Thank you, Ma'am Evelyn, for joining with us in this live session. She's already joined in 5:44. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, we have Sir Alex Xavier Alvarez. Good evening. Good evening, sir. We have Sir Innocent Dajan from Nigeria. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, thank you, Sir Jason. Thank you, Ma'am Rebecca, Ma'am Jerry De Leon. Thank you, Sir Nehemiah. Sorry, Ma'am Nehemiah. Yes, good evening, ma'am. Okay, good evening, Ma'am Nila, Ma'am Sherilyn Yamaguchi. We have Ma'am Aisha Lin. Good evening. We have Ma'am Jessa. Okay, Sir Abdullah, Mr. Abdullah. Okay, thank you for joining. So we have right now Sir A.K. Adhikari. Yes, Sir Richie, Ma'am Sheila, Ma'am Janeline Borja. So thank you so much everyone for joining with us in this live session. And please mention at least your 5 friends in our comment box. And you can also share this webinar in your timeline, Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all the social media you are accessing. Yes, thank you once again. So I'm going to share a little concept about IGP because our new participants who is right now joining with us in this live session, they should know about IGP. So it is very important. Okay. Well, thank you, Sir Alan, for joining. Ma'am Neela, Ma'am Leah, thank you for joining. Okay. So dear participants, you have already know that IGP serves students and community resource providing holistic social work and education for create a proficient generation. And IGP is a non-profit international educational training institute. IGP is leading on online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. And we make it get able to use for every knowledge seeker to originate personality, more ambitious, and make confident to face any circumstance and develop their own skills. We are entrusted with international recognition. Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institution provides social work. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. Yes, and we organized our webinar, training, offline, online courses, etc. by based and trained speakers from all over the world to create a best learning platform for all of you. And our mission is empower people, our youth, and enhance. And every day, IGP provides 3 lifetime certificates among our participants. Those are actively participants in the live session, quiz, QA, every part of the program. Yes. So we will run our programs step by step, and our participants already knew that. First, we play our presentation, speaker's presentation. After this presentation, we have highlighting part of our program, that is quiz, and then we have QA, and finally we have the certification process. So you have to be with us till the end, because to get your certificates, you have to know the code. So we shared the international webinar code in last part of our certification process. Yes. Okay. So dear participants, dear learners, dear knowledge seekers, my dear teachers, let's start our program with IGP's mantra, that is feed your skills. And you can also comment in our comment box with hashtag feed your skills, hashtag with IGP. So once again, thank you everyone for joining with us, and I would like to request again to all of you, please share this program and mention your friends in your comment box so that your friends, your family members, your colleagues, they can also learn with our GP. Yes. Okay, so let's welcome our honorable speakers from Pakistan, Dr. Namra Mir. She is an Assistant Professor of Education, University of Education, Pakistan. Yeah, so give a virtual round of applause for our speaker. Let's welcome. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, ma'am?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Really
How are
great
you?
to. I'm absolutely fine to see you. Okay, so I'm sharing your PowerPoint slide, and now we can start the presentation. The platform is all yours.
Thank you. So,
And we are ready to learn from you.
thank
Okay.
you. Dr. Namra Munir here. Today, topic is how to develop a research proposal. Research. Everyone knows that the research is a very important subject, and everyone have the keen interest in it. Actually, there are two types of research: qualitative and quantitative research. Qualitative research is meant to understand and interpret social interactions. And in quantitative research, to test hypotheses, looks at cause and effect, and makes predictions. In this today life, there is two major parts or the two major types of research we are conducting. One is qualitative and one is quantitative. Qualitative study is study for the whole, not variables. But quantitative specifically, only the variables are studied. In quantitative research, the data collection types is also different. In qualitative research, we collect data in the shape of words, images, and objects. And on the other hand, if we say that in quantitative, the number we collect data in the shape of numbers and with the help of statistics. Qualitative data is we collect data in the form of open-ended questions, open-ended responses. We conduct interviews, and the participants or our population have the open to answer his or her views in their own words in qualitative research. Uh, it's include interviews, it include questionnaire, but questionnaire is not a close-ended questions. It depends on the close-ended, not close-ended. Sorry, it's a open-ended questions. And participant observations, field notes, and reflection, etc., in the source of the knowledge data collections. In quantitative research, data collection is based on measuring scale structured interview, structured questionnaire, validated data, and collection the instruments of the data is validated and are close-ended. The respondent is bound to answer our questions in the limitations. We give that his or her the options, yes or no, agree, disagree, neutral, strongly agree, strongly disagree, or etc. But he is not giving us the views in their own words. And when we write the final reports, the difference in qualitative and quantitative is that in qualitative research, we write the narrative report with contextual description and direct quotations from research participants. We add the as it is views which we get from the respondent in qualitative research analysis and final report. But in quantitative, we have to give the statistical report. We implement different tests, for example t-test, correlation test, ANOVA test, and what we want to find out is depend that statistical analysis is depend upon what our objectives is saying at that, and we report is depends on statistical analysis, no the as it is called. Now come to the point. What is a proposal? Today is our topic is write how to write a research proposal. It's not a proposal of marriage proposal or other proposal. It's a research proposal. Actually, what is a proposal? Research proposal. Keep in mind this is a research proposal. Research proposal is a plan of action, a prerequisites of the research invitation, a communicate researcher's intention, is make clear the purpose of intended study. It provides step-by-step plan for conducting the study. Actually, it's a sketch. Research proposal is a complete sketch, a map of the complete research. What you want to do in your research, you have to write in your research proposal. You have to define your objective, you have to define your topic, limitations, population, sampling, each and everything, but in shorter form. You write in your proposal. Actually, it's the proposal when we go for the writing of the thesis, dissertation, or research. First of all, we have to submit a research proposal. Our supervisor, our teachers, our guide. We have to convince them that we have to convince them that please give us a topic, this topic, that we justify this topic from this way, this way, this way, and this way. Actually, research proposal is a plan, is a map, is a sketch. There are many steps in research proposals. We discuss them one by one. Number one is statement of the problem. Second, introduction. We have first of all, from each and everything, first of all, we have to select our statement of the problem. It's also called the topic of our research. Statement of our research is also called the statement of the problem. Is the same. When we select, we finalize our statement of the problem or topic of the research. Then we have to write the introduction. In introduction, we write the review of related literature relevant to our statement of the problem, relevant to our topic. Second step is objective of the research. Third one is research questions. Research question, if we are conducting survey research, we write down the research questions. If we are conducting experimental research, then we write the hypothesis of the research. Fourth point is main and basic, actually is crux of the planning methodology of the research. Which methodology you are using to conduct this research? Number one step, A, B, C. I mentioned here A, B, C, D, E, F. You can mention it 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, and 4.6 also. Research design, you have to mention the which research design you are using. Population of the study, sample of the study. D1 is research instrument, E is data collection, and F is data analysis. Last but not the least, we have to write references. Now we discuss here each step individually, that how we write the proposal, the main headings and explanation of these headings, what we have to write down in these headings. Number one, introduction of the research proposal. Introduction mean you have to write why you select this topic, what you want to explore from this topic, what your expectations from this topic, how you select this topic, how, why, and what. These answers are all answer questions will be answered in your research introduction. Introduction should provide the background of the research study. Introduction may include a few subsections. Introduction should be clear. It should be clear. It's not more than 3 to 4 pages. It's enough. You have to write 7, 8 pages, but sufficient is 3 to 4 pages is more than sufficient. If you write clearly, if you include subsections, if you include background, its benefits, and you write why you select this topic in this is sufficient. Introduction, meaningful presentation of the study, background of the study, statement of the main issue of the study, and importance of the study should be included in your introduction. Actually, introduction means you have to introduce your topic. Actually, in other words, or in inverted commas, if you say that you have to convince your teachers or your supervisor or your instructor that this topic is very, very much clear to you and you want to study this topic. Purpose of the study, the purpose states briefly what the researcher proposed to investigate. Actually, purpose of the study, you have to write what you want to explore from this. The purpose should be consist statement providing framework to which details are added later. You should write down what you want to explore and just give the framework in this purpose. Scope. Scope of the study. The scopes mean not for scope for you, scope for others, scope for the study, scope for beneficiary, who will be the beneficiary of your studies. Organizations, it should be organizations, students, teachers, institutes, or any other body. You have to specify what is the scope of your study. Significance of the study contains 3 paragraphs based on 3 questions. Why the study is important. It's not in your mind why this study is important. Actually, why the study is important for others, not for you. You have to mention that why the study is important for others. You have to mention the importance of the study for others. How the study is important. Why and how. There is a difference. Why and how. You have to clarify why this is important and how it's important, how it's helped to others, how it's helped to organizations to improve their organization, how it will be helpful for the students to improve their studies, to improve their book reading, or what your topic is. That topic is the relevant for which you have to write how it's important, for whom the study is important. You have to mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all beneficiaries names, and list them. These are the beneficiary of your that they in research proposal you have to write the sentence, future tenses you use. The study will be these are that will be the beneficiary of your research studies. Now the point is research question or hypothesis. Questions are relevant to the narrative or synthesis type of the research. Questions are most often used in qualitative inquiry. I already told you that if you conduct the survey research, you have to write the research questions. When you select the research topic, then you write, you suggest, you think, you write down the objectives of the research. And the actually research is a systematic and scientific process. Actually, we have to systemize it. Scientific process. And when you select your topic relevant to the topic, you write down the introduction. On the basis of the introduction, in which you write the related literature, you write, yeah, you drawn your research objectives, what you want to find out from your this research, and those research questions is based on research research questions. Your research objectives and base provide base to research questions. If you want, if for example, if your the research objective is to find out the role of a mentor as a head teacher, the research question should be find out the what is the role of the school head teacher as a mentor. Krista, actually, I want to explain. I want to set that the research question should be based on your research objectives. It will help in future to your develop the research instrumentals and hypothesis. If you are conducting a experimental study, then you are not writing the research question. You will write the hypothesis of the study. Hypothesis is a tentative guess. When you conduct a experimental study, you said that the tentatively idea, you throw the idea, tentative idea. It may be accepted or it may be rejected also. Hypotheses are relevant to the theoretical research and are typically used in quantitative inquiry. Objectives of the study is the most important thing. All the study is reveals around the objectives of the study. Objectives should be clear, stated and specific in nature. Each sub-objective should be delineated only one issue. You have you have to be very careful to write the objective. Please keep in your mind when you write down the objective, only one issue explain right in one objective. You write objectives in 5, 6, 7, 8, no limit. But please ask one issue in one objective. Objectives should be attainable, measurable, achievable, and testable. Action oriented words such as its objective should be started from to explore, to find out, to determine, to ascertain, to formulating. Sub objective should be numerically stated. Research methodology of the research design. Which design should be selected? I already told you that there is a two types of research, qualitative and quantitative. First of all, you have to decide which type of research you are using, qualitative or quantitative. In further, with sub classifications of these research. There are many branches in qualitative research and many branches in quantitative research. You have to write down which type of the research in quantitative you are using. For example, if I am writing the qualitative research, then I write that I will be use the research design of the qualitative method of research will be used, and for the purpose of data collection, which method you will be used is also mentioned in the research design. In survey research, if I am using the qualitative research method, the quantitative research method will be used, and for the purpose of data collection, the survey method will be used. You have to write down each and everything in summarized form in research design, which type of research you are using, qualitative or quantitative, and which subcategory are using in your research is also mentioned in research design. Second point is sorry population. Actually, the entire population, entire people related to your study is the population of the study. For example, if I am conducting research in Punjab level and I am dealing with the Pakistani or mathematics subjects, for example, then the in Punjab, all the from Punjab, all mathematics teachers will be the population of my research. If I'm conducting research in Canada, then the study all Canadian mathematics teachers will be the population of my research. Is actually the population of the research is depends on your topic, which type of your topic you are selecting. Uh, if you are selecting someone delimitize his or her topic in area wise, I only conduct the role of a teacher as a mentor in district Bihari only. Then you limitize your research in Bihari only. You limitize your research in Punjab only. You limitize your research in specifically city only. Then these city, the relevant people, entire people related to your topic is the population of research. C is the sampling of the study. Actually, research work is time consuming, and it has a specific time we have to complete in the time frame. It's not possible to collect the data from entire population. If our population is huge and big, then we limitize our population in shorter form. Then we specify our population in shorter form. uh, अभी 10 मिनट है अभी 10 मिनट है Sorry, actually, my little kid is crying outside this room and he's asking for this. Sorry for that. We'll come back to our topic. Actually, sampling is not possible to collect data from the entire population. Then we limitize our uh, sample as you squeeze our population in a sample form. We and there are many sampling techniques from which we collect data. Random sampling, stratified sampling, we select data with the different techniques. You have to mention the technique of the sample also. In this, which type of the sampling you are using for the data collection, you have to mention in this study, in the proposal. And also you have to mention the number of sample also, and you have drawn the table which you specifically in easy wording and clearly mention how many schools you have to select from each school, how many teachers, how many classes, how many students you have to select, and how you select which sampling technique you will be used from in this. You have to mention in the sampling. type of the sampling and number of the sample also. And if it's more appreciated if you mention the percentage of your population, or how much percentage of your population you are taking as a sample. D is the research instrument. Research instrument. You clearly mention in this heading which research instrument you will be used for the purpose of data collection. There are many types of research instruments. I already in this IGP platform, I already delivered the lecture that on the research instruments. Like research instruments are questionnaire, interview, checklist, and questionnaire is based on different Likert scales, 3, 2, 5, and 7, 8 Likert scales. You explain which type of instrument you are using in your research. For example, I am using the questionnaire as a research instrument in my research. I will be used as a research instrument, questionnaire as a research instrument for the purpose of data collection on, and it consists of 35 questions. For example, mention the how many questions, number of questions you will be added in this. You have to mention in it how many questions you are using added in the research instrument, and on which Likert scale you are designing your research questions is also write down, and 3-point Likert scale and which Likert scales are uses in this. 3-point Likert scale, 2-point Likert scale, 4-point Likert scale. You have to mention and mention the names of Likert scale. Agree, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree, etc. What you are using. Explain, give detail in the research proposal. You are using which type of research instrument, and explain the research instrument also. How many questions, how many items, how many stems are in it, on which point you are using Likert scale, or yes or no, which type you are using, you have to write down in this. Next point is data collection. Data collection means how you collect your data. There are many sources to collect data. For example, I call are the populations, are samples to collect the data. I help with the friends. I post data. I TCS data. I email through Google Form. How you collect your data, you have write down. You clearly mention how you collect your data with the help of friends or relatives, or you go yourself, or with the help of telephone, or you post your data questionnaire to that your populations, etc. Please write down in detail how you collect your data, or you collect your data through Google form also. You have to mention it's not it's a source to collect the data. Research have many restrictions but have no boundaries. You write down each and everything what you are doing, just write down is acceptable. And research methodology, the last point is F headings is data analysis. Data analysis, how you analyze your data. Actually, it's a statistical analysis, or if you are conducting qualitative research, it's narrative analysis. Then you write down, if you are conducting qualitative research, then you write down is my research is qualitative research, and is you are analysis your data in words, in shapes, in graphs, in narration form. But if you are conducting a quantitative research, then you have to decide which test analysis, statistical analysis you are conducting. If you are compare two variables, then you have to use the t-test. If you want to find out the difference, then you have use ANOVA. There are many tests, statistical tests. Actually, we are using SPSS, is a software for analysis of data. You have to mention that the SPSS software will be used for the analysis of data, and this test will be used for the purpose of research analysis of data. Last but not the least, references. References mean first step is our first step is introduction. In introduction, we write down the review of related literature. Which related literature we review. We have to mention the references. We have to mention his name, his book name, year, publishing year, etc. Each and everything we have to mention in that references. There is difference between references and bibliography. It's very important question, came in interview and came in research proposal defense also. What is the difference between references and bibliography? Many of you are know about that this difference, but I mention it here also. If you are not know that, references is the only that reference which you are right in running references you quoted in your introduction or in review related literature. You quote that references, you have to mention only that reference. But when we write the introduction, we are not quoted each and every book, each and every article from in our research introduction. We read many books and we take idea from these books. From which books we taking ideas. We if we mention all the names in the reference list, is not the reference list, is will converted in the bibliography. Formatting, important thing. Each and everything is important in research. Keep in your mind, research is a scientific process. Research is a systematic process. Each and every component has synchronization. Font size, and now I'm telling about the formatting. Write up style is shape, how it look like, how to write. Font size, Time New Roman, you using Time New Roman, not other writing style. Font size, main heading should be 16 bold, subheading should be 14 bold, text should be in 12, note bold, simple 12. References in APA format. Which APA format is using? APA, American Psychological Association, is also updated after 10 years. On which year you are conducting, you are using the latest APA format. Page margin, right side 1, left 1.5, up to 1, down sides 1 also. 3 sides are 1, and only which is giving the pin up side and binding side is only 1.5, and page size is A4 as the international approved format for the formatting and for designing for this. Thanks a lot. That's it. And just keep in your mind, I just revise it here, that is each and every step of the research should be synchronized from start of your objective, from the statement of your problem and your analysis of the study, the findings of your research, all are interlinked. Don't lose the link in each subject. Statement of the problem, provide base to introduction. Introduction should provide base on objectives. Objective should provide base research questions. Research questions should provide base research design. Research design is decided the data population and sampling is decided the our delimitations and limitations, and it's also decided the research instrument and analysis of the data. How we collect data is a research instrument is also decided that how we collect data and how we analyze our data. These all steps are provided basis to other subjects. And on reverse side, if we came from the downward side, descending side, it's also have the synchronization. It's also have the linkages. It's also have sport to each every topic, every heading is interlinked with each other. No link is nowhere the link will be broken. Where your link is broke, you miss any step, you miss your research. You have not controlled on your study. If you want to control on your study, you you want to find out the results from your study properly, you want to conducting your research, then it will be clearly synchronized. It will be easy wording. You should use the easy wording. You should use clear wording, short sentences. No, don't use heavy wording, difficult wording. Easy wording that everyone should take the benefit from your research. And when keep in your mind when you have your study actually when you select your topic, keep in your mind that it will not be only in your library or in your cabinet. Publish your research in different research journals. Make articles from your research. Keep in your mind that when you select your topic should be burning topic, current topic, and the problem is not only your problem, it should be the problem of many people. You have to find out in your research. Then write the 4, 5, 6 objectives. Right from each objectives, you have to make article and publish your research that other people should also know what you are work, what is your work, your hard work. Don't waste. If your thesis is logged in your cupboard or in your library, then you waste your time and your efforts. Publish your work, everyone know about your work and take benefit from your work. That's it from my side.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your valuable presentation with our
You're welcome.
participants. And I hope and I believe that our participants get benefited from this presentation. Thank you once again. And now
Thank
we'll
you.
come back with you after our quiz competition session in our Q session. So till then, you have to be with us.
Good.
Thank you, ma'am. So dear participants, we are moving to our quiz competition. Okay. So please tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. And today, top 10 will be awarded in quiz completion certificates. Yes, and after this short video, we'll come back. So enjoy this video. welcome everyone in our quiz competition session. Okay, so right now we have 30 participants who have already joined in this live quiz competition, and their participants and share the joining link in our comment box. And you can also directly go to www.slido.com and press quiz code is quiz IGP. And you can also scan the QR code that is flashed on our screen. Yes, and before joining, when you're joining in the quiz, put your use your full names because it will be printed in the winner certificate. And yes, dear participants, after the quiz, we move to our Q&A session with our honorable speaker. So please get ready with your question and any kind of query on today's topic to ask our speaker. Yeah. Yes, and right now we have 41 participants have joined in this live quiz competition. Thank you everyone for joining. We have Ma'am Dorhe, Ma'am Naria, Ma'am Girly, Ma'am Jigme Dorhe. Okay. We have Sir Michel Jigasser, Sir Ron Bueno, Sir J.B. Aparecio. Okay, Sir Shan Ramos, Ma'am Baisa. Okay, Ma'am Danica, Ma'am Hazel, Sir Ricky Kalima, Sir Ashok Kumar Adhikari. Okay, Sir Erbilin, Ma'am Emily, Ma'am Kenisa, yes. And we have right now 46 participants here. So dear participants, don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. And we are waiting for more participants. So it's for Sir Janelle that, okay. So Sir, please connect with our Facebook official page. And we have right now 49 participants in this live quiz competition. We'll start the live within a minute. Okay, so everyone get ready for this quiz competition. Okay, so let's start it. So here is the first question. It is important that we learn how to use proper blank when we write research. So option number 1, citation, or option number 2, punctuation. So the time is off. And the correct answer is option number 1. And 80% of our participants got the correct answer. Okay, so right now we have Sir Tenzin Jangmo leading on top in this first round, following Nam Cherlin Kilamaguchi, following Sir Mohapi, then we have Mom Gemeline, and we have Sir Edeline. Okay, so let's proceed to next question, question number 2. Research objectives. Option number 1 are terms created to find into to solve info to solve the problem. Option number 2 reflect the short-term marketing goals of the organization. And the correct answer is option number 1. All terms created to find info to solve the problem, and 88% of our participants got the correct answer. So let's see the next question. Okay, so here is our leader. The first we have Nam Cherlin Kalahamaguchi leading on top in this round. Following Saten Jinjangmo, following Nam Cristina Vidal Rosario, we have Nam Jameline B. Rivera, and Nam Melinda Civil Hispano. Okay, so congratulations, those answered correctly. Moving to next question, question number 3. How do you paraphrase? Option number 1, condense the wording to make it shorter. Or option number 2, use synonyms and rearrange the sentence structure. And the right answer is option number 2. 60% of our participants chose the correct answer. Okay, let's see our leaderboard. Yes, we have a new name in this room. We have Sir, okay, Ma'am Kenisa B. Barwell. Yes. Following Ma'am Kate A. Delos, we have Ma'am Evelyn and Victor. We have then Ma'am Eugene, Dorothy, and finally Ma'am Leah Fakonda. Okay, moving to next question, question number 4, and it's true false. The definition of secondary information is that information yet to be collected as part of the market research proposal. So is this true or false? And you have last 8 seconds to answer it. Yes, and the time is up. Let's see the right answer. Oh, and it's false. And only 11% of our participants chose the correct answer. So congratulations to our 11% participants. Yes. And we have Joanna Mary Matteo in this round placed first position. Okay, following Kenisa B. Barwell, we have Evelyn Dory, Evelyn and Victor, and Leah Facunda. Okay, so moving to next question. Question number 5. While we are trying to learn how to write well, it is also important that we learn how to play an instrument or think critically. Yes, and the correct answer is think critically. And 96% of our participants chose the correct answer. So again, we have Ma'am Joanna Mary Matteo. Okay, on first spot, following Ma'am Kenisa B. Barwell. Okay, then we have Ma'am Leah Facunda, Ma'am Tanzin Jangmo. Okay, I'm a little bit confused about this name. Ma'am Tanzin Jangmo or Sir Tanzin Jangmo. I'm really sorry. So, okay, let's proceed. to the name. And finally, we have Ma'am Adrian Durham. Okay, so congratulations, those answered correctly. Moving to next question, question number 6. A good research question should clearly and concisely explain the purpose of investigation. Or option number 2, collects information. And the right answer is option number 1, and 100% of our participants choose the correct answer. So here is our leaderboard winner's name. We have again Ranjana Mary Mateo leading on top, following Chinisa Bibarel, and we have Tenzin Jangmo, we have Malia Fakuna, and Yugen Durhi. Okay, so let's see the next question. 3 types of research designs are option number 1, exploratory, descriptive, and casual. Option number 2, exploratory, pluralistic, and casual. Caution. Okay. It's caution. And the right answer is option number 1, that is exploratory, descriptive, and caution. And 98% of our participants choose the correct answer. Yes, okay, so there's no change in our leaderboard name. We have again Namjona Mary Mateo, calling Kanisa Bibarel. We have Kandin Janma, Mamlia Fakunla, and Yogender. Okay. So here is our next question. Exploratory research is used to define terms, lexicon, and nomenclature used by target markets. Or option number 2, descriptive. And the time is up. The correct answer is define terms, lexicon, and nomenclature used by target markets. 68% of our participants got the correct answer. Okay, still now Ma'am Joanna Mary Matthew leading on top, following Ma'am Leah Fakunla, Ma'am Evelyn Henry Kapoor, Sir Michelle Jigasar, and Ma'am Edeline Campitz Sereno. Okay. Moving to next question, question number 9. A disadvantage of quantitative research is it can be costly in time and money, or it is easy to quickly and low cost. A disadvantage of quantitative research. The correct answer is option number 1. It can be costly in time and money. And 88% of our participants choose the correct answer. So let's see our leaderboard. Okay, still we have Namjona Mary Mateo leading on top, following Ma'am Leah Fatunla. Okay, Ma'am Edeline Campitz Sereno, Sir Michelle Jigasar, and Ma'am Cherlyn Kalohamakuchi. Okay, so we have lost one more question. Let's see. Marketing research is best defined as the process of designing, gathering, analyzing, reporting of information. And number 2, option number 2, a basic function of management. Yes, and 85% choose option number 1 and 15% choose option number 2. And the correct answer is option number 1. 85% of our participants got the correct answer. Congratulations! So let's see our leaderboard and winner's name. Congratulations, Ma'am Joanna Mary Mateo. All right, so we have it. Ma'am Leah Fakunla plays second. Okay, Ma'am Evelyn Campit Sereno plays third. Sir Michelle G. Gasser plays fourth. Ma'am Charlene Kalamaguchi plays fifth. Okay, we have Sariki or Kolima plays six. Ma'am Evelyn Enrique Kaur plays seven. Ma'am Yugian Dorhe plays eight. Ma'am Melinda Sibyl Hispano plays nine. And finally, Ma'am Charlie and El Infante plays 10. Okay. So congratulations to our top 10 quiz winners. So everyone give a virtual clap for our winners. So dear winners, you'll get your quiz winner certificates from our Facebook official page. After the program, we'll post it. Okay. So now we are moving to our next session, that is Q&A with our honorable speaker. So get ready with your question to ask our speaker. Yes, and after this short video, we'll come back. So before moving to next session, let me tell you once again, don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box. Hello, ma'am. Once again, welcome in our Q&A
Thank
session.
you once again. Thank you.
So, dear participants, write down your question in our comment box. And I think I have saw a question when you are sharing your presentation. Let's see the question. Yes, here it is. The question is from Sir Mr. Abdullah Al Wadi. Okay. So the question is the difference between scientific research and action research. You also know the difference.
Scientific research and action research is all depends on your research. Scientific research is also should be action research, and action research is also used in scientific research. Scientific research is a scientific process, and action research is a process of research which we are conducting in research.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's see who's going to ask the next question. So, dear participants, we are still waiting for your questions. So, if you have any question or any queries, please write down in our comment box.
Super.
And after the QA, we'll move to our certification process. So please stay with us to get your certificates. You have to see the international webinar code. So you have to wait with us. I think there is no more question from our participants, and we believe that they are pleased with your presentation.
Yes.
So that is why they have
We
records. Okay, so our I think because of network issue, she is disconnected again. Okay, so if she join, then we'll talk again. Okay, so dear participants, let's see our speaker join again or not. Thank you, Sir Nikki, Arcolima, Ma'am Evelyn, Joy, Pablo. And congratulations once again to our top 10 quiz winners. Yes. Okay, so yes, we'll moving to our next session, that is certification process. So before moving to next session, I'm gonna thanks to our speaker. She's not with us because of technical problems. She's disconnected, but I'm going to thanks to her. And I believe that we believe that our participants get benefited from this webinar and her presentation. Okay. So enjoy this short video, everyone. After the video, I'll come back to share the international webinar code. Okay. Thank you. So here is our certification process. Okay, so the program name is How to Write a Research Proposal, and the code is IGP2456. So dear participants, let me tell you once again, the code is IGP2456. And without the code, no one is eligible for certificates, and with code you can claim your certificates anytime. So visit our website. Our website address is www.eduigp.com, and collect your e-certificates, and don't forget to celebrate with IGP. So once again, thank you everyone for joining in our live program and sharing, mentioning your friends, your participation, and okay, your cooperation. So once again, thank you everyone. And I'm inviting all of you to our next webinar live program tomorrow morning. So don't miss it. And we believe that we will learn so many things from the next webinar. And so we never stop learning, keep learning with IGP, and we expect all of you in this journey to stay with us, stay with IGP. Yes. So thank you once again, everyone. Okay. Okay, it's for Sir Journal. Journal. Okay. Please connect with our official Facebook page. So I think your problem will be solved. Okay. So dear participants, once again, and thank you all. Thanks all of you. And till the next program, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself. Okay, so right now I'm signing off myself, Nasreen, and I'm from Live. Thank you once again, everyone. Thank you so much.